Hi, my name is Lois Cordelia. I'm an Ipswich-based artist and speed painter. I travelled to Manchester in June to paint a giant bee statue for an art trail called Bee in the City. This free public trail will feature a swarm of about 100 bees all over Manchester, each one hand-painted by a different artist. The trail runs from 23rd July until 23rd September, so you've got plenty of time to visit all of the bees. Wild in Art and Manchester City Council are bringing together Manchester's communities and businesses to create this stunning trail. My design is called Bee-You-ti-ful and is generously sponsored by Adoption Counts. The design celebrates the power of adoption to transform a child's life into a world full of love, beauty and imagination, like any child should have. Coco Chanel once said, "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself," reminding us to simply be true to ourselves. Even the word beautiful contains its own instruction. Be-you-ti-ful. Follow your heart, make a beeline for the things you love, just like a bee flies to find nectar.
Being a speed painter, I always launch straight in with a large brush, lots of paint and broad sweeping brush strokes. In this case, I wanted to create a mottled background of soothing pastel and iridescent colours, on which to later superimpose a host of intricately detailed black silhouettes. I work by dipping my brush into several different paints from across my palette, marbling them together so that every brushstroke contains streaks of many colours. As an artist, I like to let the paints speak for themselves by not controlling them too rigidly. This freestyle painterly technique is full of surprises and unexpected gifts. Working on the complex three-dimensional canvas of the giant bee statue presented a few challenges, not least in terms of reaching inaccessible areas around its 6 legs. But at last the base coat of many colours was done. I let the bee dry overnight before starting to add black outline drawings using marker pens. The first addition was a dream catcher, which seems a powerful symbol in capturing the dreams and aspirations of a young child and their adoptive family. The silhouette style is inspired by my work in the unusual paper cut medium, in which I cut out of paper using a surgical scalpel. In this case, I add on rather than cut away, so it's a very different process. I worked freehand and by eye based on memory, observation or references, incorporating detailed imagery inspired by nature, childhood and growing up. Encouraging a growing child to appreciate the beauty and complexity of the natural world is surely one of the best ways to foster those valuable assets of creativity, curiosity and imagination. As Einstein put it, the most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all art and science. Most artists look to nature as the supreme artist. The mind-blowing details and varieties of form and pattern never fail to amaze us. Teaching a child to see how all things in nature are connected in a great web of biodiversity helps them to understand that families and relationships work in a similar way. I played with a sense of scale across the design to suggest a sense of fairy tale wonder. Large and intricately detailed depictions of flowers, leaves, feathers and insects appear alongside miniature silhouette vignettes of children and families at play. The figures are all drawn freehand, starting as stick figures, gradually fleshed out, first as outlines and then filled in as silhouettes. Even the most detailed drawings are based on a flowing sense of movement. I added a small number of meaningful quotations and words, because the combination of words and pictures is particularly powerful, as any children's book affirms. The design would be incomplete without a bee, and we all know that bees are threatened by extinction. Whatever age we are, we can all take a simple step to help bees by planting bee-friendly flowers in our gardens and schools. Why not do this as a family this summer? You can visit my Bee-You-ti-ful, in Manchester from 23rd July until 23rd September 2018 and see how many details you can spot. Adoption is life-changing, for adoptive parents as for children. It allows a child's individuality and full potential to manifest. Every child of whatever gender should learn that beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself.